What's up everybody, it's your boy Bees coming back with yet another video. We're going to be continuing to prep the Z, getting it ready for the boost build that's coming with the rear mount turbo setup. So in this video, we're going to be adding on the Z1 Motorsports oil pan spacer. The reason why I went with the oil pan spacer is because it has the option to come pre-tapped for oil line, which is going to be exactly what I want to do with my setup. So instead of drilling into the upper pan and putting a fitting in there, I'm just going to add this oil pan spacer. That way we'll be able to send oil back from the turbo back to the block. And since we're pretty much doing an oil change at this, we're going to go ahead and add our sandwich adapter in as well. The purpose of the sandwich adapter is going to be sending oil to the turbo, as well as have slots available or spaces available, that way I can add in my oil pressure and temp gauge. I'm going to go ahead and throw the camera up on the tripod. You know how we do things around here, and we're going to go ahead and get started with this unboxing. Alright, so yeah guys, here's the oil pan spacer, probably about an inch thick. I mean, the quality looks cool on it. I can't really say 100% sure. I mean, honestly, it's just a chunk of metal. But I mean, things look cool with it, everything looks nice. I'm going to assume that when it's installed, those ports right there are going to be facing down, that way it can go into the lower pan. Also with the kit, they include a pickup tube extension piece, since obviously this is going to be lower down, so you're going to go down lower into the sump. They have your cap off little bungs, and then it comes with extended bolts, the two for the pickup tube, and then it also has however many you need for the oil pan itself. I'm just going to be using this glow shift sandwich plate adapter right here. Let's go ahead, jack the Z up in the air, and start working on this. Let's look at my motor from the bottom side. So, okay. Don't look too terrible. Not too much. I mean, there's some staining, but not much. So yeah, basically what I need to do now is I need to remove all the old gasket material. Oh God, the light. Here's our pickup tube. We need to install that pickup tube extension on here. So first, let me get this from underneath here and look at the lovely mess that I created. Alright guys, so it is the next day. I would have recorded more last night, but my battery and the camera had died, and then my backup batteries I had, they died as well. So I went ahead and got new batteries today, so hopefully we'll be able to record a lot longer than what we've been able to. Last night I went ahead and got all the gasket material off of the upper pan and the lower pan. I got as much of it off of the lower pan as I could. I'll probably try to get a little bit more off tonight. Man, I got oil on the creeper. I see how this is starting off already. Hold on, let me wipe this down. So guys, what my plan of attack with this is going to be is Since this is going to be two separate pieces here pretty much, I plan on first putting gasket material on the oil pan spacer along on this side, and then I'm going to put it along the top of the lower pan going around here. So then after I do that, then I can go ahead and join the two together like that. Then I plan on, bringing a couple bolts down there with me and hopefully putting everything up there like this. I definitely can tell I'm going to need the GoPro to do this while I'm underneath the car. I'm going to need both hands for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan of attack. Hopefully everything works out good. I'm also going to go ahead and wipe down the upper pan one more time since some oil did leak down on there from yesterday. Clean up some of this leftover gasket material on the lower pan, and then we'll start RTVing this. So here we go.
A few moments later.
All right guys, so it's been about an hour since I've installed the spacer in, just letting the RTV seal up. So now I'm about to get ready to torque these back down. The torque spec according to Z1 is 62 inch-pounds.
The next day.
First things first, let's make sure that the oil plug is in too before oil just starts pouring out. All right guys, so we got oil in the Z now. The only thing that's left is to start it now. And hopefully there are no leaks. So I'm gonna open up the garage and let's get started with this. Whew. Here we go. Guys, I'm always so nervous whenever I do something I'm about to start up the car, especially with the trouble that I was having with those valve cover gaskets. Hey. All right, guys, it looks like we are golden. All right, guys, cool. So it does not look like there are any leaks at all. So let's go. Put W's in the chat. The only thing that I have left to do now is to put the underside back together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. That way I can get the Z off of the jack stands, get it on the ground, and then properly check the oil too to make sure that we're at the right level. I will see you guys here soon. All right, guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot to record the outro for this video. A little bit of time has passed. I filled the Z up with oil. It took about 6.5 quarts of oil, and I'm running Rotella T6 5W40. That's what I saw was recommended from Admin Tuning, so I know that he's the GOAT. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take his advice on that. So I have obviously driven the Z around since then. And there's been no leaks, no issues or anything like that. So that's awesome, because I'm not gonna lie, with the time that I had with those valve cover gaskets and the valve covers, I thought that it was gonna be a nightmare. So I was kind of nervous about doing anything related to oil when it came to the Z. So far, my impressions on the oil pan spacer, it's working. You know, it's not leaking. It definitely has increased my oil capacity. I can't say 100% yet though about like the ports that's on it for when my scavenge pump is pumping the oil back to the oil pan, because I don't have that stuff installed yet. So of course I can't say anything on it, but it should work out just fine. I use those plugs that came with it just to cap off the ports while I'm waiting on building up the turbo system. All that being said, I would recommend buying this oil pan spacer. It's really convenient too, to be able to not have to worry about drilling into the block. Literally have your oil lines go back to this spacer. It also increases your oil capacity. It may look like it's intimidating to do this since you have to, you know, remove your oil pan, in which removing the factory oil pan was kind of like the hardest part, honestly, just because the gasket material had it stuck onto the upper pan. But it's actually pretty easy. If you can do your own oil change, you can add this spacer in. I believe in you guys. Have confidence in yourself and you can do it. It was not difficult at all. I thank you all for watching this video. If you want to see the progress moving forward of getting the Z boosted, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so that way you guys can see when I update the next video. So I will see you all on the next one. Peace.